Want to welcome all my aliens, apes, and zombies. Um, got a couple things going on that I'm setting up, audio and visually. One, I'm gonna get IM6 up here shortly to play some intro music to get things going. Also to kind of set the stage to invite more people in here. So we'll get him on up here. Um, Payman, we're inviting him up as well. Um, let's see, you can invite him, add him in there. And feel free, Six, once you have the tunes up and running and you can hear, feel free. Definitely retweet the room. Up on the top in there, there's actually the Twitter handle from NFT NYC. And I'm actually in VR right now, or will be in a second. And so you'll be able to see kind of the next phase of what's happening, trying to stay two steps ahead within this Web3 space. And part of that is me going to different extremes as Crypto Novo on the Twitter handle is getting into different extremes to get uh, different artists involved in the Web3 space. And if you can't partake at NFT NYC, there's other ways that you can partake. And I was able to do that, not directly in Paris because I was not able to make it, but through other metaverses. And a lot of that is just due to help and friendship with people I've met in the space. And sorry, I'm walking around because I'm trying to multitask, trying to get people on spaces at the same time, show off in VR here. So we're going to get VR lined up. Gary and I am six, and other friends, including, there he is, Dr. Doge. We'll add him. Are all either in VR helping us out here in Twitter Spaces. So I appreciate it. I am six. How are we doing on this awesome day here?
What's up, Novo? Shout out to everybody in the room. Thank you for joining. Studio Payment, Dr. Doge, all the listeners. Please make sure y'all go down there and tag some friends and let them know. This is a space that they might want to come and find out some information. Even whether or not you go into NFT NYC or not, it's still all valuable information. And we here as a community. As an intro, we're going to get into this record that I produced for Crypto Novo, and the song is called Have You Ever Been? The song is based on the Novoverse, which is in Decentraland 2369, if you don't know. And the video, we have a video, which is my pinned tweet on my page. It's also on Crypto Novo's page. This is produced by me and Dr. Doge and another good friend who's not here right now, but Northwest. And so this is a collaborative thing. If you want to check out that video, go check it out. Pinned tweet, and here we go. Try to get to know as this is going, you see on the left hand side there, as this transmission is going, you can join in and talk live action with all the other villains. Have you ever been to the Novoverse? Have you ever been to the Novoverse? Yeah, we get you in the Novoverse. So bring all your friends to the Novoverse. Have you ever been to the Novoverse? Have you ever been to the Novoverse? Yeah, we get in the Novoverse. In the Central Land, yeah, the Novoverse. Look at my avatar, my fire wearable, one-on-one sled like y'all. Look at homie with the beam eyes or the 10 foil hat green guy. DJ on stage right now, you should pull through. Who is that? She had me like, wow. Oh, I think they call her Cool Blue. Yeah, those put up with the gas mask. Little sticky in the building too. I just spotty Wi-Fi. I salute that homie like put it to us. Here's the hit, so we flicking up. Great for crew too, it's going up. All the family should know what's up. Have you ever been to the Novoverse? Have you ever been to the Novoverse? Yeah, we get it in the Novo verse. So bring all your friends to the Novo verse. Have you ever been to the Novo verse? Have you ever been to the Novo verse? Yeah, we get it in the Novo verse. In the Central Land, yeah, the Novo verse. Who we with? Yeah, we in the Novo verse with Crypto Novo. 2369. Okay, let's go. Everybody in this thing, let's take a photo. Now you know, so don't be acting like you don't know. Let's dance and vibe. I just might make that NFT. Let's do it live. Do it live where everybody can see historic times. You ain't never seen what you about to see historic times. We in the Novo verse, this Web 3. Where we at? The Novo verse. Where we at? The Novo verse. The Novo verse. 2369. The Novo verse. Stay positive and love life. Peace. Yeah, Have You Ever Been? Produced by me, song written and performed by me, shot by Dr. Doge, all in VR with I'm a DEGEN, which is my PFP that you see that I'm rocking, the that dope green alien right there. So yeah, back to you, Novo.
Thank you. That song was used to help fundraise for the Novo Art Show. Actually, go fund Novo. It's turned into the Novo Art Show, which I'm running around in VR. Which, if you want to get a visual medium of what I'm talking about right now, if you click on the top link right above this Spaces right now, you can retweet it, and it's actual what we are doing in VR. And my hands are down right now because I'm trying to make sure I'm managing the mic well, so I'm multitasking. And in there we have Dr. Doge, we have It's Gary in there as well. And we can actually get It's Gary's live feed in here as well. And with that is what it's almost the theme of what I'm trying to accomplish within the spaces that I'm so blessed to be able to showcase today on NFT NYC, where I started off with kind of the past, what happened, events that happened with my CryptoPunk getting stolen, and actually the community rallying behind it and being able to, get the CryptoPunk back to the rightful owner. With that, we had spaces later on that had spotty Wi-Fi and Avery Piper, Mike Mango, Larry Deschevning, and they were able to talk about the present, which was what's going to be happening at NFT NYC in 2 weeks. And now it's like the old Christmas story, what's going to happen in the Christmas future, where we're here in VR. And I never imagined this, but, able to transform a song, which I Am Six produced a song to help support me, and having educational purpose behind it. If you look behind me in this VR landscape, Ledger was a group of people who helped out get wallet security in the space, and to get more knowledge of, making sure that what you own is actually what you own. And with that, Dr. Doge has been a huge aspect in building tons of things for lots of people in the VR space, which is just the next forefront of what's happening in this space. And we'll do a mic check with Dr. Doge and see what's going on. Dr. Doge, I'll pull you on the larger screen for those of you watching at home right now. And there you go. Oh,
yo,
now,
can you hear me?
I gotcha, man. You sound good for where I'm at. Yep, and yeah, I think your sound I think your sound's traveling through my mic on my phone, which is attached to Twitter Spaces. So maybe a thumbs up if you can hear Dr. Doge. He'll start talking now.
Yo. Well, definitely, like I said, man, much love for having me up here too. And we've been around, we've been doing this for a little bit now, and I see a lot of familiar faces, man. It's like a whole gang. It's not just me. I've learned so much from so many people in here, and like I said, it's pretty wild. Like I said, you mentioned it, just kind of taking that idea and bringing it in, having that go into VR. Just having that different aspect of it, and it's pretty awesome. So I'm excited to be up here. Yeah.
And
Anything anybody's got any questions? I'm here
Dr.
for it.
Doge just like helping out with the community aspect and effort with it. I saw you on a lot of the spaces that helped go fund Novo, and actually being able to bring something that I wasn't able to go into. I was not able to go into Paris and actually see this in real life, but you're able to bring an aspect where the metaverse is now being able to be brought at home in the comfort of your own home, in the comfort of your own VR headset, your own VR goggles. And it's just extraordinary what you have done in this space. But talk about like the interest level that we've seen in here, the amount of people that just kind of show up in a metaverse situation like this that are just ready to see art and see a gallery and share different aspects of what's happening in virtual reality.
Oh, definitely. It's that you've seen it even from the moments when we were kind of building this out. Uh, this is one of the things that has, I guess you'd say, out of everything we've put together and built so far, that has gotten the most interest in, because it is a gallery. There's not too many that you would see here at Neos alone. There's quite a few, but that really got people interested in, and especially when it realized, okay, well, the meaning behind it and what was here, you know what I mean? The reason why there were so many pictures, and that opened up to, like, leading back into the whole reason, going back to when you got hacked, and this is what the community did to come together. And so, like, that alone, I mean, I think since we've had it, we've had say right off about 38, 40 visits so far. Yeah, so I mean, it's been pretty cool, just seeing the different people. We've met some crypto artists too. Terrazzo has popped in as well, and so yeah, it's actually been
And
quite the
you
eventful.
see more of it, especially in the futures panel at NFT NYC. So I want to thank NFT NYC for giving us the platform to kind of show off this technology, to talk about it, and a little bit shill what we've been doing in the space, not in the sense of like we haven't monetized anything off of it. We're just cool people. I believe we're cool. I view it like-minded individuals that like to hang out, and this is what I call, this is what we like to do, is we degen. This is how we degen and we hang out within these different virtual experiences, within these different virtual spaces, but bringing it home to other people in this different art forms, where now Crypto Novo is able to help present other artists in VR. Like, they're seeing it for live, real. Like when we spoke about it earlier this morning, almost 12 hours ago here at NFT NYC, where you can listen to the recording, where Greta and Dario, who presented at NFT London, which is through NFT NYC, were able to have their art in real life in new areas that they've never been, because they've never been in a real gallery. And this is just another gallery topper, having it in virtual reality on top of all of it. So I guess with it, like, how many hours do you think it took us total to accomplish this task of creating and building and making? It was actually a little community that actually showed up and turned out here. It was great.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd say overall, it probably a good probably well over 24 hours total within just over the course of the days. Probably a little bit, going in, because we did have some hiccups in the beginning, getting it figured out, different things staying, getting it optimized going in. But like once we got the blueprint from it from Greta, we got the homie down there how he does it, and he jumped into that quick into Blender. Got the actual, the wall set up to pretty much the base of it, everything that was needed set up to the blueprint, which you can see here. Let me go to my screen. There we go. So yep, and you'll actually notice here it's pretty much how it's set up. And yeah, he went in, took this into Blender, and pretty much built that out from scratch. And from there, we came in, did the lighting, set up all the actual pictures, the links, the rest of the stuff, amongst other stuff. You'll also notice, it's a big group effort here. We got right here, Wallet Wearables is Gary. He's got a whole store up here on the top of it that's had added in. He brought in the ledger here, and then how he went through and did some customizations to it. Pretty much just the extra logic system, stuff like that to make everything
Oh,
actually work. I teleported.
Novo crashed.
I
Novo,
crashed.
did he crash?
And I guess this brings up the next thing right here is what we're
Oh, the world, yeah.
what we're looking at right here and how fast it goes. And maybe I'll bring it's Gary into this because
Yes.
oh wow, I like totally, yeah, that definitely, it wasn't anything you guys did. It was definitely something I was trying to accomplish. But again, I like trying to break things and push the envelope within what we're doing. But if you look on, I'll actually pull it up right now. Give me a couple seconds. I'm clicking a couple buttons, as I like to say. Is within the NFT NYC. I hope to see you at NFT NYC. If you guys could give this a tweet, give it a like, smash it, as they say in the kids' language, to incorporate what we're trying to accomplish is branding and self-branding in this case. And I was thinking none better than I'm going to be giving away gibbets, the little things that add into your Crocs shoes, or clogs or sandals or whatever you're sporting on your footwear. And what no better way than to try to promote yourself than make a world of it. And it's Gary. How you pulled this together within a couple seconds, right? I mean, it's
It was probably between 30 minutes to an hour that I was able to
dang,
whip this up.
that is super quick. So you found there was a file somewhere out there, like a file where you're able to. I see where I'm standing out of the realm. That's why. I moved myself to be closer to the mic, and now I'm out of the VR realm. So you're able to find a Crocs file that was out there that was VR compatible. Is that correct?
Yep, exactly.
And you're simply just color modification of that. Go ahead, talk as I'm trying to get local VR here.
I found the model. We kind of talked out the idea that you wanted to go for, kind of SpongeBob vibe. So we got nice little beach sand down here, and then I used a new tool inside Neos that's a AI generator for either materials or skyboxes. So I made this cool ocean theme to fit with the SpongeBob aspect, and away we go. And then just added a little platform and some stairs to be able to come up here and whether we could sit at the table and have a little chat there, however you want to go about it.
Beautiful.
But we could do the same thing for these other ones too.
I hate to cut you off. I'm actually logging on to Neos right now, and I'm in VR and I'm screen sharing it. So anyone that's at home, I have a Oculus headset linked into my computer. I'm in Neos VR, which is pretty much like it's almost like the blender of VR, for lack of a better term. And I'm hitting launch. It's running through a desktop, but I'm viewing it through my VR. And that desktop, I don't think it's screen sharing it anymore. However, it was just a second ago. All right, Gary, you can continue talking. Go ahead.
Then I just added the stairs and the little platform up there, a little table and chairs, so that if we want to use this for little round table talks, that kind of deal, we've got a space, and we've got 1, 2, 4 other Crocs that we can fill in with other activities.
That's right. And I wanted I forgot the nursery rhyme where you are. Hey, is there a way you can please invite me to that realm or world?
There should already be an invite in your contacts.
Oh man, look at that. You're 2 steps ahead of me. I like to be 2 steps ahead of everyone. So you're technically 3 steps ahead of most of the people. Let's see if I'm synced in here. local home. Let's see if I'm that's why I'm not logged in right now. So I'm gonna have to click a couple buttons to get myself logged in. But just for the sake of a good show, continue talking a little bit about yourself. I'm Gary. You were on helping and listening prior, and also a big member of the Novoverse as far as just helping create VR content, helping being a big voice of getting my CryptoPunk back amongst other people that are out there. And we're going to bring up Powman, our payment in a couple minutes for the same exact thing of just being a good community member.
Yeah, man, I love the idea of the digital identity. Ever since I got my Void back in August, it's just been an awesome community, and being able to get in here and learn all sorts of stuff from people like Doge, and just seeing where all of this is going, wanted to be at the forefront of it. So other than being in here in VR, I've got Wallet Wearables, like the guys mentioned. So it's an apparel and merch company to be able to get your NFTs printed on the merchandise, or if you want like a QR code to link to your Linktree, your OpenSea, your On Cyber Gallery, wherever you want people to go. And then the other thing that's been occupying a bunch of time too, I'm now part of the team along with Doge for the Chillin' Chilies. It's another avatar project that we're working on that's going to be minting soon.
And that's what it is just the big community aspect. And I wanted to bring in friends in the space that one have been directly helping me out, that have been making cool things that are 2, 3, 5 steps ahead here. And you called it Crockville. That is pretty dope. So I'm clicking on it now. Let's see if all right. So I'm in Crypto Novo's home here. I click join. The world is syncing right now. It's initiating the world status.
There he is.
And let's see.
Nice.
Still going to load in. Of course, it pops in there. So for my friends that are watching or listening in spaces right now, up on the top, you can see the visual. There's 2 of them. One, there is a Crocs, hashtag Novo Crocs with an S, with giblets that I'm going to be passing out at NFT NYC 2023. And then just next to that one is the live feed of what we're actually watching. And that's also directed right into the NFT NYC Twitter handle. And they have no affiliation with anything. We're just pulling it in, and it's free advertising for Crocs, I guess. So props to you. And it's all free and open. It's still waiting to load in the main shoes here, but we're getting the gist of it right now. We've had on waiting very patiently another good friend who has been taking part in almost like an aspect of helping not only be a part of the collection fan base of it, but also just like I Am 6, an artist in it, and that is Studio Payment. And Studio Payment, how's it going? Let's make sure your mic's working there. Make sure that we can all hear you there.
Hey, GM, everybody. Nova, thanks for having me. 6, your song is dope. I've been a big fan since I heard it, you know it. And Gary and, Dr. Doge, you guys have done an amazing job. I'm intrigued, and I want to sort of 6 encouraged me to reach out to you, Dr. Doge, but I've just been super busy. But I love what I'm seeing here, and I'm totally all in with the metaverse, and the future is the metaverse. And you guys have done such an amazing job with the Novoverse, and it looks really dope, man. So I'm really grateful to have, cross paths with you all, and just happy to add value any way I can. And I'm I'm really excited about the future, not just with the Novo show, the art show, but the Novoverse and the documentary. There's so many things. I don't know. I don't want to give too much alpha away, but I'll wait for I'll wait for you a little bit of it too. Yeah, there's a lot of work that is being done going around in the background. I was in LA this weekend and met a whole bunch of old friends and made some new friends. And yeah, I'm excited about NFT NYC and beyond, actually. So this is just the beginning, and I'm just excited to be a part of it. And yeah, thanks for having me.
That you are a huge part of it, being a community member, not only helping me out as producing excellent art. I wish I guess we can just, before we leave, we'll hop back in the Novoverse, our gallery in IHAM, and we'll check out your art because it's hanging up in there. And that is a whole nother aspect of it, is your contributions are now digitally living in a VR gallery pretty much forever, as long as Neos is on and is serving. And and that's the cool thing about it. Even though maybe the IRL gallery might have different shows come and go, it will live in the metaverse, and especially in a VR situation where you can actually take your painting off of the wall and grab it and hold on to it and look into it and zoom in on it and look very closely into it, especially like the croc details as they're coming generated in here in VR in the background, right behind what you're seeing right here. And it's product placement right there. Be positive. What up, Seb? I see you. We got product placement going on right now. We can get some MasterCards flowing here to buy these Crocs. We're not sponsored by any of them, but we'll just toss a whole bunch of names out there real quick as far as we can go with it, because this is VR metaverse right now. And actually, what I'll do is I'll hop in here and I'll actually fly and just let me get the right buttons here. No clip, and I'll just fly into one of these shoes, and like, look, you can just you can just hop in one of these shoes, and it's Gary made within 45 minutes, an hour of VR. Dang, look at that. It's already got art up here. It's got a little table and chairs you can all sit down and chill at. I mean, it's already a home, a house, just what you want. And you can hop inside yourself and run around like, I mean, this is what we DEGEN and do. This is what we do, is we pull our NFTs into, I don't want to call them situations like this, but it's fun to do. I was able, if you're seeing the avatar clothing that I'm wearing, that's just Dario. That's the prime contributor and getting my punk back, and that's his art. And I was trying to make clothing for it. And what I accidentally did is I got a modification tool, and maybe this is what we do with the Crocs is, let me see if I can pull up the dev tool now. Sometimes inventory, let's see. And I'm not a pro like the others here, but I can get a little dangerous with what I can do. I'm pulling out a dev tool right here. I have it in my hand. I don't know. You really can't see it because I'm in a different view. And within this dev tool, I'm going to what I was going to do, but for the purpose of the show, is change the color of the croc so it can actually be someone's artwork in the croc. Doge, you want to tap that in real quick?
Yep. I got you. Here you go. Yeah, let me see that real quick. Let me grab mine.
Maybe do the one that's and it's amazing how quick that someone can just. I'm multitasking here. Otherwise, I was trying to show off my skills. They're not as sharp as the actual pros of what. Coming back to the community effort that we're doing in the Web3 space, is it takes a lot of us to get through of what we're trying to accomplish. And I've come across Web3 in VR with the Voids. And the Voids is what Gary is sporting as his main prime NFT facial feature. Oh, there it is. Look at that. And on the croc right now, if I can get the right picture up here, those of you watching at home or underneath, look up above. You can see on the one of the interactive tweets, it is there. And we are now, pretty much just changed it into one of one Dario croc art. And, that's just maybe something that brands might want to do. Maybe you want to put that just right on a credit card and just bam, that's what it is. You just generate your own piece. Man, that just looks absolutely beautiful as it is right there. And I can camouflage right in and on it. And you can do it with the car skin. You can do it with any type of skin that you want right here. Just fast forwarding to what we're trying to do and we try to accomplish as community members within Web3. And a lot of it stems from people that met at NFT NYC. A lot of it stems from community members where they might not have a CryptoPunk, but they're still there able to support maybe a derivative or a concept based upon a moment or event in time. Unfortunately for me, it was getting the CryptoPunk stolen, but it also rallied creativity and also, a form of commerce. Oh, boys, I sunk underneath the ground and it's the ocean down here. It's pretty awesome. I'm going to pull my screen up now.
Are you saying those Crocs are waterproof, Ella?
Yes, I believe Crocs are waterproof. Granted that they do have holes in them and they can, I don't know, can Crocs float? I don't even know. I'm going to have to do some more research on that. But, Payman, what did throughout the journey, we've never been able to cross paths in person. We've just recently been able to touch base. Your experiences going to these conferences and talking with people and just the, the hyper connectivity that you get, and finally meeting someone IRL compared to just over Discord. Tell us a little bit about, your experiences in going to NFT NYC.
Yeah, and actually it's funny because initially I thought perhaps I've not seen you in person, but the more I hear about NFT NYC 21, I'm sure I saw you probably, but we didn't really speak because there were probably too many people around you. And I was, like I said, that year was the year that we were, kind of busy with the Searchlight team that I'm involved with, curating the 200 plus artists at NFT NYC in November of 21. So perhaps we have, but we haven't really spoken in person. But yeah, I mean, as far as going to these conferences, I think one thing that happened after this pandemic, and we came into the clubhouse and we discovered the Web3 and NFTs. Once it opened up and you could actually go and meet the people that you came to become friends and family with, kind of, because you spend so much time on the clubhouse first, all of those rooms, those that were there, and then, in the spaces and everything. But when you meet someone in person, and you can look at them in the eyes, you can talk to them and give them a hug, that connection goes another level, and that's the people that you met on those platforms I mentioned. But then another level of the connectivities to the new connections that you meet, I met so many cool builders and so many cool artists that it just blows my mind, in this last couple of years, how many just amazing people I've crossed paths with and have connections with that are kind of, the connections are what you make them. And I kind of see myself as I'm an artist, as you mentioned, and a musician, and I'm a creative director by trade. But I found myself the joy of elevating other artists. It's just like it's a selfish act, but I really thrive on that. So like just like today when I every time I hear Six's song, I'm his age. Like I call myself the Jerry Maguire of NFTs, except pro bono so far. It's just, because I love helping artists. I love connecting with them and just elevating them. But, I think that whenever you go to these events, not just the actual conferences, but the side, events, you run into so many good old friends and you make new friends. Like this weekend, I went to LA, but I didn't actually make it during the week because I was super busy and just couldn't go. And I was like, I shouldn't go on the weekend. But then Justin Aversano, which is a good buddy of both of us, he's like a brother. I met back in Clubhouse. He had a show at the GABA Gallery on Saturday night. And then Ed, the co-founder from Super Chief, also invited me to go to their 2nd year anniversary. So I decided to just jump on and go there from Northern California to the South. And it was amazing. And out of that came a lot of, great connections, great opportunities. We talked a lot about what you're doing with you guys, with your documentary, with the book, with the show. And then also, I love educating and onboarding others. So like, I'm a good friend with Miss Mayad, who's the new, brand chief at Timepieces. And so I got to be on a panel for the Laker Foundation that she had organized with another Timepieces artist for 34 BIPOC artists in LA. And we gave them, some guidance and some introduction and some education about, Web3. And, like I said, it's what you put in it and what you get out of it, So I'm sorry if I took too long, but yeah, that's my experience with these events. And sometimes you get surprised when you go somewhere and you take that chance. And you never know, like as long as you're open to, new experiences and just, continuing to being yourself. I think that's one of the number one thing that I always tell everybody. Just be your original self and be authentic and add value, and you're going to found your community. So, yeah. Too long of an answer, but yeah, that's my take on it.
No, that's perfect. And that's, exactly what it is and what it entails is being able to, get out there, connect with the people that need to, that you want to do. And you can go at your own pace in there with that. Like I myself, when I had that opportunity, man, it's crazy. Like I walking on stage in 2022, I practiced really hard at it. The only grade I did not do well in college was public speaking. And it was like kind of overcoming, not really a fear. There's no fear involved in it, but just kind of overcoming like something I wasn't really attuned to doing, grabbing a microphone, talking in front of people. But I had a vision. I had an audience that was very interested in what my message was. And I had a direct message and thought of just hope, giving back, and creating, not only creating for me, but creating for others, which has turned into huge friendships that, are cast in metaverses, that are cast at our IRL events, that are cast in all types of realms and situations. And that's what Web3 is. And that's what the metaverse is. And having huge communities like NFT NYC that gives us huge platforms where we can go up on stage and talk about it and have like-minded individuals listen to others about it is a huge experience and leads me to where I am today, where I'm able to share this experience with friends and show off the cool things that are possible, that are created. Um, uh, for Dr. Doge and I am six and it's Gary, like just like anyone else, they've done this out of the goodness of the heart. They don't get paid anything for this. They've just built and built. They're trying to build the next frontier for everything. So please follow them, like, subscribe. They're trying to find ways to get at to NFT NYC, just like a lot of us are nowadays. But like Mike Mongo says, it's such the infancy, it's such the beginning of this. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. And the people who are setting the framework of building open source and VR now, creating commerce in stores like It's Gary's doing, creating music and jingles and jams like we heard at the beginning, and that we'll probably get a nice outro to some music as well from I Am Six. That's what Web3 is about. And that's what the importance of NFT NYC is. I'm going to give the mic to everyone else who's speaking up here right now for whatever else they want to say before we wrap it up here. And Dr. Doge, we're seeing you flying around the Eiffel Tower. So we'll start with you, Dr. Doge.
Yo, like I said, definitely it's the people that you meet in this space, whether or not it's just the metaverse, like this is a big, at least for me personally, I've met a lot of great people in here, whether it's Gary, you, Six, Payment. Like there's so many people that I don't think I'd have even had that opportunity to, not necessarily even from just this, but just from Web3, just this whole, call it the little community, call it the little niche click things that you call it, because it is so small in the crypto scene, but you know what I mean? Like whatever it is, even throughout my whole years and stuff, my service time, man, it kind of reminds me a little bit of that, because no matter what, like there's people from all over that's coming. It's not just somebody that, oh, they live down the street from me. No, like you get this opportunity to meet people from all over the world and make these relationships and these bonds with them, right? And like, man, like I always say, I know so much and I do all of this because I've had so many people that's come in and helped me do it. You know what I mean? Like that's why I have no issues with that. I mean, it's fucking awesome. Whether it's in here in the VR, whether it's in anything, doing the filming, y'all see that that's my I'll sometimes put stuff together in here just so I can film it. And Gary's the same way. You'll just build out sets doing this kind of stuff, and then it's like, yo, it gets to that point and you get hooked in doing it. And so yeah, like I said, for anybody out there, y'all got questions, y'all know where to find us. We can easily get y'all set up and going. So yeah.
We just DEGEN in here. We just have fun. People say, what's next for Crypto Novo? Well, I mean, we all have the technology at our fingertips. It depends what you want to do with that technology. I'm trying to monetize it a little bit. We, as you saw the Croc giblets, we have a storefront right here. Like what can we do that people want? Is it giblets? Is it Crocs? Is it shoes? Is it hoodies? Is it, what is next? Is it VR? Is it, VR? Is it songs? Is it all of the above? Right now, there's a huge lot of resources going towards people creating content for social media. So, if VR is going to be something that's going to be here for the future, according to the larger corporations and companies, trying to stay 2 steps ahead with that. And with that, sharing it with my friends.
I think the answer is D, all of the above, as you said.
Yes.
Yep. Payman, you're right. D, it is all the above, and it's gonna include existing traditional forms of art as well. Back to original photography, where we're able to take original photography in this place. Let me get my VR headset on here. By the way, we're in Neos VR, NEO''S or NEOS, and we actually, if I turn around here, whoop, I just jumped off a building. I have a couple things. One, in the background is the actual kind of like Google map of the background of what's going on. And then we also have a spray painted version of Masna's art behind me. So everywhere you go and look within this whole place, is someone else's art in a sense that you're able to show off and able to, represent and bring out into different mediums where you can, go out, fly around, and actually have fun, and go to the Eiffel Tower and color different trees as your CryptoPunks. And it's just wonderful when you can just get out there and just do it and have fun with it in the space. Um, it, it's scary. Anything else you want to add to the situation and call? I mean, thanks for bringing the Crocs right into all of this. Just like lickety split like that. That was pretty sweet.
Well, and just like Doge was just saying about, wanting to be able to just pop in, make something to be able to film some content, whatever, you had an idea. All of a sudden it sparked an idea in my head and I just went with it. And yeah, here we are an hour later. We were broadcasting from it.
Oh, it's.
I gotta say, Gary, you and Doge are freaking amazing builders. I DM both of you. I'm following. I mean, Doge, I've been following you for a while. But like, Gary, nice meeting you. This is amazing. And I just want to say to what you said, Novo, we need to make sure that we monetize on all these talents and all these builders. And sometimes as prolific artists, it's harder for the artists to actually talk about their work and put their stuff out like all of you. So it's easier for another person that sees the value and sees the amazing art that is being created to actually go and be the agent, if you will, and like sort of say, yeah, actually look at this. This is what you can do with your company. This is what you can do. I mean, you said it, like, cars. I mean, the sky is the limit. I always say to people that I meet, by the way, one thing that I didn't mention is that when you go to these events and you travel, you have the opportunity to also educate and onboard, possibly, I mean, not all the time, but the people that you're traveling next to. I mean, it's happened to me several times, whether it was going to Basel, whether it's going to LA or an FTNYC. I always find myself when I'm sitting next to, people on the plane or in the air, in the waiting in the airports, you strike a conversation and if they're of course interested and you see that they have genuine interest, why not share that knowledge you have? And I think that takes me to my other point about inclusivity and diversity in this space that is so needed for this space to grow. And I always want to make sure that there are people represented that don't just we have to look around and make sure there is like a melting pot of people, like Doge said. We are connected to the world here. I mean, this is just a moment in time in history that we are all privileged to be a part of. And one of my goals, and I think you all probably, I know you all agree with this, is it's our responsibility also to make sure that everybody has a seat at the table and everybody's exposed to this and they can build on it. Like, that's why I did the, last minute sort of being on that panel, because, and it was so rewarding, by the way, again, when you talk to, new people, physical artists, that they think that, oh, I'm not a digital artist, so I can't participate in Web3 or make NFTs. And that's just not the case. Any kind of artist, any kind of builder, you can bring your skill sets to the Nobleverse. Have you ever been to the Nobleverse? That's how I'm going to mic drop right there.
Now you're singing my tune. I'm loving it. Props to that. Throw up those hearts in there. Make sure you're retweeting this space. There you go. Studio payment up there on the top, man. Thanks for
I just did that so everybody can see it, and if they want to go and partake with, there's so much dope artists I know, but I don't know if you want to talk about this, but we might have like a regular, because we are trying to get this show into different galleries IRL, and I know it's going to happen. I'm already in talks with several dope galleries, But in addition of being permanently in the metaverse, in the Novaverse, I think if you're still up for it, you're going to start interviewing artists on a regular basis on Spaces. There's 64 plus amazing artists that have contributed to this show, and they all deserve to be spotlighted. They all deserve to shine and talk about why they made these artworks. I mean, the stories behind the art to me is what is fascinating. So yeah,
That's a great idea, Dr. Doge. I mean, that's great content right there. Money Morris 7, he's singing the song along with you. Thank you, Money Morris 7, for chiming in. We also have It's Howie. Good vibes right back at you. It's Howie built and added a lot to what the cool things that add to the EHAM Novo Art Show Gallery, including the ledger table, different shrinking mechanisms, door applications, ways that we're able to run and go throughout there. So it's Howie. Thank you for listening. You're right down there. Make sure you're following Howie. And that's what it is. We're trying to push that envelope. So the next frontier is there. And Dr. Doge is right on that forefront where, it's like, seriously, it's like getting close to like pulling this into Fortnite and using my CryptoPunk in Fortnite and using that platform to help others out. Great idea there. Live business discussion of just pulling one artist a week and having them discuss about it in VR and just keeping one, the VR topic relevant, two, just build and talk with the artists that were displayed within all of this. So Studio Payman, thank you for everything. I greatly appreciate it. Dr. Doge, same thing. We're going to wind it down. I've actually been cranking away all day here at NFT NYC. If you could see I'll just pull it up right here. I got the Crocs right behind me. If you look up at one of the tweets, give that a like, give it a retweet. Hope to see you at NFT NYC. Hashtag Novo Crocs. I'm trying to spread that around, Novo Crocs, and get the attention of Crocs, and maybe there'll be a shoe deal in it. And maybe that shoe deal will involve, content of the Crocs form. Maybe we have our sit-down discussions within a Crocs shoe. And maybe we can give away, it'd be cool if Crocs would sponsor each artist getting a free pair of Crocs shoes. That would be a cool thing, and maybe that's what we'll strive for, is giving back to the community members that gave so much to me, getting my CryptoPunk back. I'm 6. Talk a little bit here and then, kind of take us away. Let us sail off into that sunset. You're on the West Coast there, the sun's setting there around your time zone before we start another lovely day here. And NFT NYC boots me off because I've taken over for the entire day here.
Yes, sir. I got you, Novo. First of all, thank you for everything that you're doing and taking over this NFT NYC. I mean, for you to even be able to do that alone speaks. It says a lot. You are a pillar in the space. I helped create my video that I did with my boy. I'm a DEGEN that I played the song earlier. Like I said, we do have an actual music video that we shot for that, all in VR. So, I really encourage everybody to explore this VR. Like, even if you have a PFP that's just in 2D, it doesn't matter. It can be turned into 3D and can be brought into VR. And the possibilities are literally endless. So, like, before I really met Crypto Novo and Dr. Doge and Howie and this Gary, I had no idea of the possibilities. But since I've been building with them and seeing the things that they do every day, I'm literally, every time I see this stuff, I'm wowed by the things that can happen. And one thing that I want to encourage people to do too is to build relationships. Before I even got into Web3, I was really big on relationship building. I've had the honor to build some relationships with all type of people. And some of them are known and some of them are not, but all beautiful people. And that's the same way I feel like in Web3. And the thing that's so beautiful about it is like how fast things can come together. because everybody does what they do well. It's like having an all-star team. So when it came time to shoot this video and do the things that I needed to have come together, they came together so fast. It would be a lot slower IRL dealing with people, trying to get all these things pulled together. On top of that, we're all in different places. So that would make it even harder. But the way that, the communication is, we talk almost every day. Like I said, we're all doing what we do best. I make music. So that's the way that I should contribute. Dr. Doge is good at what he does. Novo's good at what everybody does what they do well. So building those relationships and contributing what you do well will, what I should say, collectively will be able to build something. And, things are moving really fast. So like I said, the idea that you have in your head that you may think can't happen, it can come together a lot faster than you think, because collectively we're all building and putting things together. So I plan on contributing a bunch of music. I also do other forms of art, but right now the music is something that is necessary and needed. So that's how I want to contribute. And so, yeah, we'll get into this outro, which is the song called Have You Ever Been? Like I said, you can go to my pinned tweet and check out that video. I encourage you to. And follow everybody.
Before you play, don't forget that you and I are going to do a different version. I'm going to come in and do a duet, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, that's the thing. You can get so creative and you can do so many things with it. It's not, nothing has to be done. Like, I also have an idea to do some things with Jay Lee on it. All types of, just we all here to be creative and collaborate. And that's the way that things actually move and you're able to build faster. We're able to share resources with each other and things of that sort. So I'm honored to be able to meet these.
Play and say goodbye. Sorry, I just want to say you have such an amazing talent, and what you did with your video, and the song. I mean, it was just perfect for the moment. It captured the moment, and it's going to forever be connected to this movement that I call NFTs for good. And so I'm really proud of you. As like you said, building relationships is like the most important part of any kind of business, I think. So we are here and we can cross-pollinate. And like you said, I love what you said about building together and having an all-star team. That's exactly how I feel. Because each and every one of us has skill sets that the others don't possess. Even if you are a musician, nobody can sing like you the same. So I just wanted to reiterate what you said, because I really believe in this movement is going to empower a lot of different people again, and you're part of it. Noble, thank you for having me. Dr. Doge, please respond to my DM. I DM you.
Yep.
And Gary, same. And then I just wanted to quickly say a couple of shout outs. So I see Mag's NFTs in here. Magmaster is like a good friend of mine, and he's an OG. I don't know if you know him. Novo Crypto, I want to introduce you to him. And of course, XOAO, and also Good Cancer Guy, and everybody else that is here, Sierra, and everybody. I don't want to take too much space, but yeah, I really appreciate every single time I come into the spaces. I feel like my family and my circle expands, and that's what I love about this place. Because to me, I have a mindset that I don't belong to nowhere, and I belong to everywhere. And I hope that everybody feels that way, because we are, huge world. This is a big world, but we're all coming together, and together, like-minded people can make a huge positive dent into this world and build a positive legacy. Thank you. Sorry, Six. I just had to sort of give you a shout out and give everybody else that I see a shout out to. Really loving the space. Thank you, Noble, for including me and NFT NYC people. Those guys are dope. I met both of them 2021. They have the mindset of inclusivity and also diversity. That's why I think that there's so many people going to this and they're so successful. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Much love.
I'm gonna add to the diversity of the stage before Six wraps it up. But I saw Meg Master with his, waiting to be a speaker for such a long time. And if you're good friends with him, and I am shilling my friends throughout this because they're an important part of the process. But a large part of it is NFT NYC as a whole being a community for like-minded individuals is what it's about. And there's subcultures within that. I view it no differently than people who are maybe like car fanatics. And within those car fanatics, there's muscle car, there's drift racers, there's old time, there's street racers, there's whatever. And it's the same thing here. You've seen a lot of people in VR with an I'm a DEGEN Void. I support them. They came out the same week that Bored Apes came out, and they were full body rigged. So that technology that came out just about 2 years ago was able to be brought into VR just about 2 years ago. And I was in VR with Dr. Doge 2 years ago doing this well before any of the mad rush that is happening within Meta, within PlayStation, within Apple, within all that. We were there with NFTs so long before it's crazy. And these are the same friends that I'm rolling with nowadays as well. So I invited up Meg Master NFT to speak. Go for it.
Wow, really appreciate. I'm looking forward to NFT NYC, guys. In 3 weeks, being a speaker and being part of the family, I'm very honored. Hey, Studio Payment, let me tell you something. I want to meet you and hug you because I still think you're a bot. You are everywhere. Your support, your contribution to the space since I first met you on Clubhouse. I raise my hat to you, Studio Payment. It's people like yourself, it's people like us that, supports this community, builds this community with nothing in return most of the time. I send all my most, grateful appreciation for all the contribution. And Crypto Novo, listen, we may not know each other, but a lot of art, I'm a curator for Maker's Place. So I've curated over 100 artists on Maker's Place, and many of my artists were part of the Crypto Novo Paris fundraiser auction. It'd be Jazz Gold. There were so many of them. I can't name them all. So looking forward to meeting you. And Studio Payment, I'm holding you to that hug because I'm going to squeeze hard, my friend. You're an amazing soul, and keep on building. Sixters, I've not met you. I will give you a follow. I'll give everybody on the stage a follow. You guys keep building. That's what it's all about. Consistency, love, and, respect towards, the community. And thank you once again, Crypto Novo and NFT NYC, letting me talk real briefly. And to everybody else listening, if you're in New York, shoot me a DM. Would love to grab a beer with you guys and just chit chat about everything that is ongoing in this amazing space.
Oh man, I love it. I'm glad I invited you up to be a speaker. We are definitely gonna have to link up. I'm definitely gonna have to hand you not only a sticker, but one of the giblets that you're seeing right up there in the hashtag Novo Crocs. That's Crocs with an S. I was just got booted out of VR there again on my own travesty. I was trying to get from VR into the Novoverse into Centraland, and I know I did it wrong, and I overdid it with my computer because I was streaming as well. I should have turned off one of the streaming circuits, but again, I want to thank NFT NYC for letting me take over today. That is a lot of trust that you're able to facilitate what you guys have done as far as making me feel a valuable member of the community. One, just for being an alumni of there, you get like extra voting rights when you're voting for speakers. And yeah, I did vote for myself to get on the main stage, which our panel did make it on the main stage. So thank you for the friends who voted for that. I don't know if that was because of contributions. Oh, look, J.R.R. Token. His real name is Andrew Klein. He's doxed right there. And that's the same picture that he took when we were at NFT NYC last year when we were on the main stage. I'm scrolling down the NFT NYC website right now where you can see all the speakers, the programs, the artists, the sponsors, etc., all the way down the list. So make sure that you're getting out and you're supporting artists and you're supporting collectors. Even though if you are an artist, even though if you are a collector, support others. And it could be as simple as just showing up to an event and tweeting it and putting some heart emojis and putting a GM there and seeing something that you enjoy from there. If you can't make that particular conference, of someone that you enjoy and just putting it out there and just being happy for once, because that's what I enjoy doing. And this is going to be a big mindset for me, is being able to get out there with my friends and get my mind away from things and get that virtual hug that everyone was able to get, that, and the hug being CryptoPunk 3706 back to me. And it means a lot to me and my direct family. So I appreciate that, from my direct family to my virtual family to my DEGEN family. I am 6. The song, I have it, the video pulled up right here. And man, I'm just going to play it and take it away with that song, if that's.
I got no audio on the stream.
Me neither. I wonder if it's coming in on the other side. Let me see. Nope. Not with that either. Looks like she's back. Let's see. Oh yeah, so it's playing.
Yeah, I love that. 6, thanks for producing that. 6, any last words before we do peace? Totally peace out.
Man, everybody stay positive and love life. That's the best way to end it.
Oh, I love it. Toss those hearts up. Make sure you're retweeting this for anyone that may have missed it. It is recorded. It will be in here. It'll be live. I hope to see each and every one of you at NFT NYC. These are the friends of the future that would love to get out there. Shoot them a call if you need something made or created. We like to make and create stuff. There again, huge shout out to the platform and all the people, LJ and NFT NYC, who's helping set up all the stuff for on stage. All the way to Jody for giving me the privilege of, giving a Twitter handle, password, and all that stuff, and loading it pretty much with tons of Crypto Novo goodies. But that's what it is. They've given so much to me. I hope to give to them with being a good MC, come visit the panel that we're going to be on, the power panel. We had that on earlier. And stay positive and love life. Peace. Peace.
Let's go.